By the time you realize this, it's already too late. Most people delay investing for 10 to 20 years, and that single mistake can cost them over $1 million across their lifetime. Not because they made one bad decision, but because they kept postponing a simple one over and over again. And here's what makes this even worse. They don't feel the loss while it's happening. There's no notification, no warning, no moment where everything suddenly collapses. It's slow, silent, and by the time they understand it, the damage is already done. This is the difference between ending up with around $87,000 versus over $1 million. And in many cases, the only real difference between those outcomes is when someone started. In this video, I'll show you exactly how this happens, how investing in the S&P 500 and index funds works, and what you need to do step by step to avoid this, even if you're starting from zero. The average person will earn somewhere between $1.5 and $2 million over their working life, yet most of them retire with almost nothing, or far less than they expected. Think about that for a second. Decades of work, thousands of hours, consistent income, and still no real financial security at the end. So what's going wrong? Data shows that households approaching retirement often have savings that only cover a few years of expenses, sometimes even less, while another group ends up with portfolios worth 10, 20, even 50 times more. Same economy, same system, same access to information, yet completely different outcomes. And the difference usually comes down to one decision made early: starting. Now, before we get into that, you need to understand why investing even matters. There are two reasons, and if you don't understand these, nothing else will stick. The first one is inflation. It's invisible, but it's always working against you. Money sitting in a bank account feels safe, but in reality, it's slowly losing value every single year. What you can buy today won't be the same in 10, 20, or 30 years. Prices increase gradually, but your money doesn't grow if it's just sitting there. And here's the dangerous part. You don't notice it happening in real time. It doesn't feel like you're losing money, but you are. Over long periods, that loss becomes massive. The second reason is growth. Historically, the stock market has returned around 10% annually before inflation, and roughly 7% after inflation. At the beginning, it feels slow, almost meaningless. You won't see dramatic results in the first year, or even the first few years, but that's exactly why most people quit or never start. They expect immediate results in a system that rewards long-term consistency. Over time, that growth accelerates. It builds on itself. And eventually, it reaches a point where the increase becomes significant. Imagine someone like Josh investing a fixed amount every single month into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund like VOO, or a total market ETF like VTI. He's not trying to time the market. He's not trying to pick individual stocks. He's not reacting to news, headlines, or short-term movements. He's just consistent, month after month, regardless of what's happening. Meanwhile, someone else saves the exact same amount of money, but never invests it. They keep it in a savings account, thinking it's safer, or they delay investing because they feel like they need to learn more first. At the beginning, there's almost no difference between these two people. 1 year passes, still similar. 2 years, still close. Even after 3 or 4 years, the difference doesn't look that dramatic. And that's exactly why most people underestimate the impact of investing. But time keeps moving forward whether you act or not. 5 years pass, then 10, then 15, and slowly, the gap starts to grow. It doesn't explode overnight, but it expands steadily. Eventually, it becomes impossible to ignore. Same money, same effort, completely different result. That's the power of compounding. Now here's the question most people ask. Why stocks? Why not crypto, real estate, or something else? The answer is simple. Stocks are liquid, accessible, and historically proven over long periods. You can start with small amounts, you can buy and sell easily, and despite crashes, recessions, and uncertainty, the market has consistently moved upward over time. But here's where beginners usually go wrong. They try to pick individual stocks. They believe they can outperform the market by choosing the right companies at the right time. The reality is that even professional investors struggle to do that consistently over long periods. So instead of trying to guess winners, the smarter approach is to own the entire market. That's exactly what index funds and ETFs allow you to do. When you invest in something like the S&P 500, you're not betting on one company. You're buying exposure to hundreds of the largest companies at once. That reduces risk, simplifies decision-making, and removes the need to constantly analyze individual stocks. It's not exciting, and that's exactly why it works. Now let's talk about timing, because this is where most people lose the most. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait for a crash, a dip, or some kind of signal that tells them it's finally time to start. But the truth is simple. The perfect time doesn't exist. Markets go up more often than they go down, which means waiting usually costs you more than starting early. Every year you delay is a year of compounding you don't get back. So what's the solution? Keep it simple. Invest consistently every single month, regardless of what the market is doing. This approach is called dollar cost averaging, and more importantly, it removes emotion from the process. Because emotion is where most people fail. At some point, the market will drop. It always does. Maybe 20%, maybe 40%, sometimes even more. And in those moments, most people panic. They sell their investments, they stop contributing, and they wait for things to feel safe again. But by the time things feel safe, prices are already higher. And that cycle repeats over and over again. This is exactly what separates consistent investors from everyone else. They don't react emotionally. They follow the plan. They keep investing even when the market is down. And over time, that consistency creates an advantage that compounds. Because every crash in history has eventually recovered. Always. Which means staying invested matters more than anything else. If I had to start from zero today, my plan would be simple. First, build a small emergency fund so unexpected expenses don't force you to sell investments at the worst possible time. Then open a brokerage account, choose a low-cost index fund like an S&P 500 ETF, and start investing consistently every single month. No overthinking, no waiting. Just a system that runs automatically. And over time, increase your contributions whenever possible. Because in the end, this isn't about intelligence or luck. It comes down to one decision, starting, and one habit, continuing. Most people hesitate, they delay, they overthink, and that hesitation costs them years of growth they can never recover. The strategy itself is simple, but the execution is where most people fail. If you actually follow through and stay consistent, you will be ahead of the majority of people without needing to do anything complicated. If you don't want to be the person who realizes this too late, subscribe, because this is exactly where most people fail.